Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renasant Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renasant Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the ICC Hour here on SuperTalk Mississippi 101.9 FM. I'm Adam Gore, and as always, the ICC Hour is being presented by our friends at Renasant Bank.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renasant replay. Make the right call with Renasant and get cell phone protection with Renasant Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
I appreciate you all taking time out of your afternoon to join us for the ICC Hour. Now, before we get into the show, I do want to take time to remind you that now is the time to sign up for classes this spring at Itawamba Community College. For more information, or if you want to go ahead and sign up for classes, we encourage you to email us at eadvisor@iccms.edu. That's eadvisor@iccms.edu. Or you can give us a call at 862-8000. That's 862-8000, Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, we are still having traditional face-to-face classes this spring, but we're also going to have 4 other class options to help you, or maybe even someone you know, continue their education during these trying times. And those other class options include face-to-face and a whole online hybrid, a face-to-face and Zoom hybrid. We're introducing a Zoom-only option this year. And, of course, we'll have our traditional online classes that have been a success for more than 20 years now here at Itawamba Community College. If you need or want more information, please reach out to us again via email at eadvisor@iccms.edu. Let me repeat that since I stumbled a little bit. eadvisor@iccms.edu, or feel free to call 862-8000. That's 862-8000, Monday through Thursday. Registration for the spring semester is now open and classes are filling up fast at Itawamba Community College. Named the #1 community college in the state for the second straight year by Wallet Hub, ICC offers 5 different class options with locations in Fulton, Tupelo, and Belden that will help save you time and money while preparing you for the future. Email one of our friendly advisors at eadvisor@iccms.edu or call 862-8000 to sign up for classes today. Itawamba Community College, the best start here. On this week's show, we're going to hear from ICC recruiters Jordan Smith and Taylor Tudor with information to help you get ready for the upcoming spring semester and how you can help get college paid for through financial aid or even some scholarships here at ICC. There will be a lot of important information that you'll want to be sure to stick around for in the first half of the show. Then later in the show, we'll take a look at the MACCC Football All-Conference Awards as Assistant Sports Information Director Lee Adams had a chance to catch up with Coach Sean Cannon. They talked about those awards, and they also took a look back at the year that was the 2020 ICC football season. All that and more on this week's ICC Hour, but a quick reminder, if you happen to miss part of this show or maybe any other shows, that they are available in 2 different spots. The first being the on-demand section of letsgoicctv.com, which, by the way, now offers 24/7 programming available on Roku and Fire Stick as well as online. The other option to watch or listen to previous shows is by searching the ICC Hour on YouTube. Previous shows are available on the new Itawamba CC YouTube channel. You be sure to subscribe to the channel while you're there. And do the same for the Athletic Channel by searching Let's Go ICC. Back with more of the ICC Hour right after this on SuperTalk Mississippi.
Renasant Rewards Extra is the checking account that checks all the boxes. Roadside assistance? Check. Cell phone insurance? Check. More than 400,000 local shopping discounts? Check. Up to $25 per month in ATM refunds and a great rate? Check. All in an easy-to-use mobile app. To open an account or find out more about Renasant Rewards Extra Checking, go to renasantbank.com or visit us at any of our more than 190 locations throughout the South. Renasant Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Registration for the spring semester is now open and classes are filling up fast at Itawamba Community College. Named the #1 community college in the state for the second straight year by Wallet Hub, ICC offers 5 different class options with locations in Fulton, Tupelo, and Belden that will help save you time and money while preparing you for the future. Email one of our friendly advisors at eadvisor@iccms.edu or call 862-8000 to sign up for classes today. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
Today tastes like game day at home, like assigned couch seating. Tastes like coffee table dining and an ice-cold Coke to cool down the heat. It tastes like the game you've waited for all week with friends you've known your whole life. Today tastes like watching football is supposed to, and it never tasted this good. Coca-Cola, together tastes better.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renasant replay. Sign up for Renasant Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renasant replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renasant Rewards Extra Checking app.
It's been hard. COVID-19 has affected jobs, maybe even yours. But Itawamba Community College can help. Free tuition is available for short-term career training programs. But don't wait. This opportunity ends in December. Get the skills and training you need for the high-demand job you want. Skill Up Mississippi. Visit skillup.iccms.edu today to see if you qualify.
And welcome back to the ICC Hour presented by the bank that understands you. That's Renasant Bank. So with the spring semester right around the corner, there are a lot of anxieties floating around the world today. Is it safe to come back to school? What about new mandates that could be coming out in the new year? How can I pay for school during these times of uncertainty? Well, rest easy knowing that ICC is here to help you erase those anxieties. Is it safe to come back to school? Absolutely. I see it firsthand as an employee of the college. We're going beyond the suggested recommendations to help keep buildings clean and safe and other things that go into it here at the college. And I'll admit, anybody that knows me knows I'm a bit of a germaphobe, and I have those anxieties myself. But I feel comfortable coming to campus knowing and seeing the efforts of so many great individuals in our physical plant, our cleaning crews that they're just going the extra mile to make campus as safe as possible. Now, the part about if there's any new mandates, I promise you this, the college will respectfully follow those with the understanding of how it could affect day-to-day life of our students, faculty, and staff. When this first hit way back, I think in early March, our cabinet members worked tirelessly to not only find the best solutions to make this work, but also the most fair solutions. And I think that's an incredibly important part, the fair part of it. So trust me when I say they have your best interest not only in mind, but at heart as well when it comes to making decisions of how classes and other things will move forward here at ICC. Then the one that really doesn't take a pandemic to cause stress is how can you pay for school? Jordan Smith is going to sit down with the Director of Financial Aid, Mr. Terry Bland, to talk about how you can get signed up for financial aid here at the college. And then Taylor Tudor will talk with Miss Candace Thomas to go over the options when it comes to applying for scholarships and, of course, our county tuition program. So let's go to those conversations now here on the ICC Hour.
My name is Jordan Smith. I'm one of our recruiters here at Itawamba Community College. And I'm joined today with Mr. Terry Bland, our Director of Financial Aid here at ICC. We're just going to go over a couple things that falls under the financial aid umbrella here with Student Affairs and try to answer some questions for you as you get going in this process. So, Terry, just kind of give an overview of everything that falls under the financial aid umbrella here at ICC.
Well, financial aid really includes every type of aid other than you paying for it yourself. So whether it's federal aid, which is Pell Grant loans, work study or SEOG, whether it's state aid, which is MTAG, MESG, or HELP, county grant, tuition waivers, scholarships, you name it. It technically is financial aid.
Obviously, right now, for our high school seniors out there, we're getting close to that. It's time to fill out a FAFSA and all the important things that go along with that.
Right.
What would you say, if you're a high school senior right now, that they need to be doing to get prepared for that time?
Mainly what I would do is check with your high school guidance counselor and see how she's coordinated that with us. So right now, you can go out to the ICC website, go to iccms.edu/appointments. In the financial aid section, there's a drop-down menu that has your high school name in it. So you'll pick that high school, and then it'll take you to the link to sign up for an appointment for a virtual FAFSA completion day with financial aid staff at ICC. If you have an Apple device or a Android device, for Apple, we'll call you through FaceTime. For Android, we'll call you through Google Duo. But we will contact you during your appointment, and we'll be sending out to your high school guidance counselor a list of everything that you need to have with you for that appointment. And we'll also email that to you. So you're going to get it coming to you from several different ways. But just gather up all of your information, make that appointment, and we'll be glad to help you walk through that process. It's not an easy process, as you know. It can be a little bit difficult, especially if you have a special situation. So let us help you navigate through that.
One thing that I see out on the recruiting trail a lot, Terry, is that some people feel like I'm not going to qualify for anything through financial aid. There's no need in me going ahead and completing that. But it really is important for everybody to do that.
Well, in order to receive county tuition, county tuition will pay for your tuition when nothing else will. But the only way you can get to county tuition is by doing the FAFSA. So you have to do the FAFSA, you have to do the state aid application, and then once you've applied for the county tuition grant, we will award it based on the results of those other two applications.
Right, and another thing being with MTAG, most all students are eligible for money through MTAG or through the state of Mississippi's financial aid. And again, that's another misconception out there.
Right. State aid. MTAG, you just have to have a 2.5 GPA coming out of high school and not be receiving a full Pell Grant. So you can qualify for up to $250 a semester through MTAG. MESG and HELP is need-based. So you could end up receiving it along with a Pell Grant. And it would pay up to the amount of tuition as well. And it could, like I said, it can be stacked with Pell Grant. MESG is based on your ACT scores and a high GPA coming out of high school. And it stacks with Pell Grant and other aid as well. So you could receive all of that.
And one other thing is with work study, that also is something that falls there under financial aid as well.
Correct. If you have unmet need, which we would calculate that based on the results of your FAFSA. If you have unmet need, then you can qualify for getting that amount in work study. So you could have a part-time job on campus, in the financial aid office, in the admissions, in wherever, in the fitness center, anywhere on campus that they're hiring, you could have a part-time job that fits with your school schedule, and then helps you pay for the rest of your education.
All right, and give us that appointments website one more time.
It's www.iccms.edu/appointments.
So Terry's got a great staff here in Fulton as well as in Tupelo. Anything on the financial aid side, we're happy to help you here at ICC. If you got any questions, please let us know. Have a great day.
Hey y'all, my name is Taylor Tudor and I'm a recruiter for Etowama Community College on the Fulton campus, and I have someone special with me today.
Hey, I'm Candace Thomas. I am the Associate Director of Financial Aid, and I also handle the scholarships for ICC.
And everybody wants to know about scholarships. How in the world are we going to get ICC paid for? So I have a few questions I'm going to ask Candace, and y'all can reach out to her or me with any questions you have after you see this video. So Candace, what does someone have to do to get a scholarship at ICC?
It is as easy as applying. Go to ICC's website, go to scholarships, and click apply now. It is easy as click of a button. What we did was we made it even simpler. We sent postcards this year. It tells you everything you need to do from the start of your FAFSA application, where to go, MTAG, admissions, which we'll cover all this later, different videos, different times. But it also tells you how to apply for institutional scholarships, county tuition, anything you want to know, any website, touch of your hands.
So what is an institutional scholarship? What do you have to be able to get one of those scholarships?
Our institutional scholarships are based off ACT. They start at 18, an ACT score of 18, and go all the way up. We also have some competitive scholarships. If you decide to get in a club or an organization, the sport, athletics, different things, it will, those are considered athletic, or I messed up.
Competitive ones.
Competitive scholarships. Losing my mind this morning. So institutional scholarships, when we refer to those, is we call them achievement or competitive scholarships.
Okay. So after I apply for the institutional scholarships, how will I know if I got that scholarship, or how do y'all verify my ACT scores?
Okay, so when you take your ACT, we hope you automatically send it to ICC. They send us a list. You will, once we receive it, you can either, if you didn't put ICC on there, you can go into ACT.org and add ICC's school code. We'll get it that way. So once we get that, we will actually send you, if you qualify for a scholarship, we'll go ahead and send you a notice out and say, hey, you're going to get a scholarship. All you need to do is apply. Then we'll send you a notice later on next semester in the spring. We'll start sending out letters to let you know what you received, what you qualify for. So you'll kind of have an amount of what you earn.
Okay. And I know we serve our 5 county districts, ICC on Fulton and Tupelo campuses. So what is this free tuition that students can hear about? What is the county tuition program?
Okay, so what county tuition is county tuition, I call it the last resort. It's not really the last resort, but it's the easiest way to explain it. Once you get all your ACT scholarships, you get your financial aid complete, if you don't have enough money to cover your tuition, which is right now $14.50 a semester plus the $50 registration fee, your county has partnered with Three Rivers and Create Foundation to help pay for your tuition. So say you only got a $500 merit scholarship. You didn't qualify for a Pell Grant or state aid, you didn't qualify for anything else, they're still going to pick up that tab up to $1,500 each semester and help you get your college education.
Great. So does everybody qualify for that, or how can is it something that they have to apply for? How does that work?
Yes, you must apply for it, whether you think you need it or not, whether you're going to play a sport and that scholarship covers everything, whether you got that ACT scholarship the first semester, you got the Pell Grant. Everybody needs to apply for county tuition. It's as simple as applying for scholarships. You go online, click on, go to the apply website or go to ICC's website, and you click a button to apply for county tuition. It's that simple.
That's very, very true what she says, because even if you do have the ACT scholarship or some kind of athletics, what if you decide not to play one semester, or the next year you get hurt and you can't play, or if you lose your scholarship? If you didn't apply for that county tuition as a senior in high school before you get to us, you cannot get it. You can only get county tuition if you come to us right out of high school. If you go to a university and then transfer back to us, you don't get county tuition anymore. So take advantage of that while you can. All right, Candace, that was some great information that you gave us. If y'all have any other questions, you can reach out to Candace Thomas in Financial Aid or me, and your counselor should have my email or my phone number. Bye.
Bye.
Registration for the spring semester is now open and classes are filling up fast at Itawamba Community College. Named the #1 community college in the state for the second straight year by Wallet Hub, ICC offers 5 different class options with locations in Fulton, Tupelo, and Belden that will help save you time and money while preparing you for the future. Email one of our friendly advisors at eadvisor@iccms.edu or call 862-8000 to sign up for classes today. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renasant Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renasant Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Hey, Pam, what's that?
New slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. What's that?
I spent a butter hump.
An unexpected combination, just $6.
Acres away!
Pizza. Introducing Slices and Sticks. 4 slices of pepperoni pizza together with 8 Italian cheese sticks. A combination as unexpected as the Saxa telephone.
Hey, Mom.
New Slices and Sticks, just $6. Pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Today tastes like game day at home, like assigned couch seating. Tastes like coffee table dining and an ice-cold Coke to cool down the heat. It tastes like the game you've waited for all week with friends you've known your whole life. Today tastes like watching football is supposed to, and it never tasted this good. Coca-Cola, together tastes better.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renasant replay. Renasant Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renasant today.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renasant replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renasant mobile app.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow is what we anticipate, what we work for, what we want to improve. At Itawamba Community College, we offer the courses, pathways, and the training that can help turn your vision of tomorrow into a reality. So why wait? Your tomorrow can start today at Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back to the ICC Hour being presented by Renasant Bank, the bank that understands you. Visit renasantbank.com for more information on how they can help you with all your banking needs. And don't forget to visit rewardsextra.com to learn more about their Rewards Extra checking account. Now, I know you've heard a few of their commercials about that on the show so far, but trust me, that doesn't even begin to scratch the surface on what all you can get through the Renasant Bank Reward Extra checking account. So go check that out, rewardsextra.com. Now, we just heard from Jordan Smith and Taylor Tudor on how you can get help through financial aid or scholarships for the upcoming spring semester. In case you have any questions about that, please feel free to give us a call at 862-8000. That's 862-8000. Or you can visit iccms.edu to learn more about all the options we have waiting for you for the spring semester. Now, if you're ready to go ahead and join the ICC family in January, please email us at eadvisor@iccms.edu. That's eadvisor@iccms.edu. Earlier in the show, I told you that we were going to visit a conversation between Assistant Sports Information Director Lee Adams and Coach Sean Cannon about postseason honors that were handed out last week and take a look back at the 2020 football season. But before we do that, let's hear from our 2020 Alumnus of the Year, Mr. Jim Mounts. Now, I've had the opportunity to play a few rounds of golf with Mr. Mounts, and I know if he's listening right now, he's probably telling me to call him Jim, like he always kindly reminds me when we see each other, yeah, this is a great honor for a great friend of the college, Mr. Jim Mounts.
I grew up in the small town of Ecru, which is located in Pontotoc County, and finished high school at Ecru High School in 1962. At that time, Ecru High School did not have a football team, and I've always enjoyed football, and for some strange reason decided that I would like to try to play some college football at the junior college level. I did come over and talk to Coach Dudley Miller, and of course was invited to walk on as a lot of people did at that particular time, and did obtain a scholarship for 2 years in playing football. The football experience was very good. It was a learning experience, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and simply found out as a lesson that you get out of something what you put into it. And so the effort that you put into, in my case, learning how to play football and then to participate in playing football, I was able to carry that on into the senior college and into law school, and then later on into my work life. I was involved in certain aspects of the campus government, the student body government, and enjoyed that. Enjoyed working with other people, and enjoyed looking at certain aspects of the government, certain issues, and in some ways representing the student body in the student government. Once you hit retirement, then number one, you have more time. And I think then it gives you the opportunity to think back and recognize how important Itawamba Community College was to me and is to the other students. So it's simply a way of giving back. Not only helping the community, but you help students in working with the foundation. I would tell from the student aspect that how important education is, and you learn so much. In fact, one thing you do, you learn how to learn. You learn how to study, you learn how to analyze, and if you're going into a particular field such as nursing or law or medicine or accounting, it gives you the tools that you need. It helps you build relationships with other people, and it helps you learn to communicate, which is so important in this day and time, to be able to communicate your ideas, and you learn how to listen to other people, because other people have excellent ideas too. So it just is an overall building block for your future life. First of all, it is quite an honor, and I am honored to be recognized in this way. I would encourage the alumni to become involved, not only in the Alumni Association, but you can become involved with the college in so many different ways. And again, I think, as I do, and I know other people do, is simply think back of the benefits that were received, and think of the many, many students that also need to receive these same benefits. So I would encourage involvement in serving on different committees maybe, which might be possible in the Alumni Association. And I would urge you to consider to giving financially, give back to the foundation so that the foundation can provide the needs for the students.
Again, congratulations to Mr. Mounts, our 2020 ICC Alumnus of the Year. He, along with our Athletic Hall of Fame inductees, Mr. Kevo Davis and Tyson Lee, were honored at a special event this past football season that you can relive by searching 2020 ICC Homecoming on the Let's Go ICC YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe while you're there. Or you can visit the on-demand section of letsgoicctv.com. Now, we had two great athletic stories come out of the college over the past few weeks, and the first being ICC receiving the 2020 John C. and Ernestine McCall Holbrook Improvement Award from the Mississippi Association of Colleges. The award is presented to the single college or university that has shown the greatest increase over the previous year in percentage of athletes graduating. Listen to this one right here, folks. This is a great stat. ICC had 100% graduation completion rate last year. Let me say that again. 100% graduation completion rate for last year. Now, ICC also won this award in 2013 and last year during 2019. Now, the awards are usually presented during the MAC conference each year, which brings together attendees from across the state serving in post-secondary institutions in roles including presidents, chancellors, chief academic officers, chief student affairs officers, tons of different positions there. But of course, that didn't happen this year. Thanks a lot, COVID. Now, in addition, 2 ICC student athletes received the David M. Holbrook Certificate for Academic Achievement Among Athletes. And they were a pair of soccer players, Mr. Clayton O'Daniel of Tupelo for the men's soccer team and Grace Joyce of Oxford for the women's soccer team. Now, the purpose of the Holbrook Awards program is to recognize colleges and universities that maintain and achieve high academic standards for student athletes, thus encouraging high graduation rates. This was established back in 1984. The Holbrook program was named in honor of its founder and endower, the former Representative David M. Holbrook, and his brothers, John C. Holbrook, James G. Holbrook, and J.A. Holbrook. But this, I'm telling you, just another great example of the best starting here at ICC. Now, the MACCC, or the Mississippi Association of Community Colleges Conference, announced their all-conference selections this last week, and 10 ICC football players were among those that were honored for their play this past season, with 2 players earning MVP honors as well, those being Mr. Buddy Bowman of Shannon. He earned the North Division Offensive Lineman MVP, and Tyreek Howard of Independence, he was named Co-North Division Defensive Lineman MVP. Now, Bowman, along with wide receiver Quay Davis of Biggersville, were named to the first-team All-Conference, while offensive lineman Javante Woodall of Grenada, running back Jamarcus Quarles of Oxford, tight end/running back Tyler Day of Little Rock, Arkansas, were named to the second team on offense. Defensively, Howard was joined by Corley Hooper of Ecru. He was a linebacker. Defensive back Peyton Ray of Madison on the first team. And then defensive lineman DeCoy Randolph from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, was named to the second team defense all-conference. R.J. Wilson of Independence earned first-team honors as a kick returner for the Indians this season. Now, speaking of the season, Assistant SID Lee Adams had a chance to talk with Coach Sean Cannon last week about the honors that we just mentioned and more. So let's go to that interview now here on the ICC Hour being presented by Renasant Bank.
Coach, big day for your program. A lot of your players getting some postseason awards and recognition for their hard work this year. Talk about these 10 guys, and 2 of which have got MVP at their position. Talk about these 10 guys and what they did to earn all conference.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically what the coaches that we play voted on, and I think that's a big, deal for them to be recognized by the teams that we play, and so for those guys to, make an all-state team with as many good players as we have in our division, it was phenomenal by them, and real proud of them to be able to get something there to cap off this year.
Okay, well, let's talk about the guys who got the MVP at their position, and Tyreek and Buddy. Talk about them and how they stepped up this year and helped you guys on that big front line.
Yeah, Buddy did a great job for us, and real proud of him getting that honor, and Tyreek as well. Being able to get that on the D line, because we were talking as coaches. You think about the last couple of years. I mean, that MVP award is went to some really good players in our league. Some of them still in the NFL and that type thing. So that's a huge honor. And then you look at our first team guys with Quay at receiver, there with Buddy, and then RJ Wilson making the return team, and so those offensive guys with Woodall as a second team guy, Tyler Day and Qualls, that was a big honor for those guys. And then I think defensively we had two D linemen. Of course, Howard was a first team guy, Corey Randolph, who had a great year. Didn't play our last game, got a little banged up there, and but was still able to make second team, and then Corley and Peyton Ray there with linebacker and DB first team. So just proud of those guys to be able to come away this season, as short as it was, to be able to get those postseason awards and accolades is just a testament to how they played this year.
Okay, Coach. Well, now that you a couple weeks removed from the season, just talk a little bit about your guys, the season, how it played out, and just the resiliency and everything, and what this season meant to be able to play this year.
Yeah, I think we figured up. We practiced 3 more times than we played this year. By the way we look at our number of practices we had and the number of times we played, and it was a long year. 16 weeks is a long time to be with these guys. Usually when we were, I think our third game, we were supposed to be done. If you follow the season where it should have followed, and we still had 5 games left, we still had 4 games left after that. And so just worked out a weird way. I am glad. I've said this numerous times. I'm glad we did get to play and go out and get our season in. But very, very weird, having the ability to get yourself ready to play after our first game, and then you don't play, and so then you're forced into an open week, and you come back and try to play again week 3, and then your week 4 opponent's going to close you down, and that's really supposed to be your open date, and we try to get a game, and then we were told to play another team, and so it was just expect the unexpected, and then we missed a couple weeks there with our own little issues, and got to come back with some coaches missing, and and so wasn't an advantageous year for really anybody, but we found a way to get through it for sure.
Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the period we're in now, which is normally you and your coaches are burning up the road, going and recruiting the guys for next year, but with the conference dead period until January 6th. Talk a little bit about some of the challenges that you and your coaches are facing due to the COVID-19 restrictions and the dead period.
Well, really, it starts back last spring. After spring break, schools every school got out. And so you miss the evaluation part of spring football, being able to go out and watch spring practices and kind of look for this year's coming up kids at that point in time, with baseball being shut down for those seniors and, all the spring sports, and then, of course, football being shut down. And, so it put everybody, behind. And, of course, everybody was thinking, be back to normal once we get back in August. And, the playing part was, but the evaluation part now is really being able to get out. I mean, because you're so restricted during the season. You're trying to game plan and practice and those type things. And so after your season's over, you feel like you get out and see some guys play and get to visit and that type thing. And, we played all the way up until the, week before Thanksgiving. And then you come back after Thanksgiving, and we've got a dead period there to the 1st of January, which, who knows if that's even going to be allowable then, so basically all you can do is get on the phone. You can't really, you're having to offer kids without even seeing them face to face, before you even offer them. And that's something that's never good. You want to make sure the kid can put a face to a name, and instead of just something over the phone. But it is the hand that we're all dealt, all across the league. And really, you look at Division I, they're back until April. before they can go out, and they're still trying to play and sign a class here, 2 weeks from, the 16th, and so, it's been a rough deal for everybody. It's been a rough deal for our kids, that are trying to leave with basically no place to play. For some of them, just because those 4-year schools up in the air as well. Their kids got their year back and they're trying to figure out if they're going to leave or stay or play or whatever. And so it's been hard on us, And so, yeah, you're right. This time of year, we're up and every day from hitting it hard from 7 to 7. And, it's just not happening anymore. You feel like you're on an extended holiday break. But it is what it is, And the good thing is we do, for the most part, have a lot of our kids coming back. So the class will not be as big, hopefully moving forward. But then where it's going to get you is the year after, when hopefully everything gets back to normal. And then you're pretty much going to lose everybody on your team, And so it's been crazy. So it's been a lot of adjustment by the coaches and that type thing.
All right. Lastly, just talk a bit about some of the positives that you were able to take from this year with all the crazy restrictions and everything.
If you look at any positives, which wasn't a whole lot, one of the great positives is I think the National Junior College Athletic Association did step up for our kids. I know that was a big question mark by them because, NCAA already came down early in the summer and says, hey, this year's not going to count for you. And, then our kids are asking me, and I couldn't tell them anything, And then the first time we got the announcement there, we were already probably 2 games in, maybe, or 1 game in, something like that. And, that was one thing I called them right before practice started. And I told them, y'all got your year back, and I think that was a lot of relief, on those kids' part because, if we always say the trickle down effect, but I mean, that's where the big boys start. And I'm glad they stepped up for our kids to do that. And, and I think it's advantage and a disadvantage. I think being able to come back and play another year of football, to get it under your belt, it can only help, and being a freshman, basically playing a freebie year, and then they're able to come back and have, 3 years or 4 years to play 3 after this season, and then you got a returning sophomore that, basically can leave here and still be the same as he was if he left the year before, and so that's been one of the great things there, and you learn to persevere. That was one thing that we had to do this year as a team and a coaching staff. You got to persevere. You got to. It taught you the next man up mentality because you could lose anybody at any given time. And so you had to have some guys ready to go. And so, we played a lot of players both ways this year, which, normally we don't like to do, but, just times are tough and you got to be able to do that. We all kind of made a joke we're playing 2A football, with playing guys both ways. But, that was what we had to do. And so, those are probably the biggest 2 things I think coming out of this season, and I think another positive is we got to play. We're not here trying to get a schedule up for spring and playing in February, March, April. At least now we can kind of get our kids back in the weight room and figure out what they're going to allow us to do in the spring if we're going to have spring practice and things like that. But don't know what we'd have done if we played in the spring and had to turn around and play again in the fall. Just an off balance schedule there. And so, that's a couple of things I think that are, that are pretty good moving forward.
All right, Coach. Thanks for joining us today.
And thanks once again to Lee Adams and Coach Sean Cannon to talking about the postseason awards and taking a look back as well at the 2020 football season. We invite you to visit letsgoicc.com to read more about this year's MACCC postseason honors and to learn more about all 11 of our intercollegiate athletic programs here at Itawamba Community College. Now, just a few minutes ago, we heard from our 2020 Alumnus of the Year, Mr. Jim Mounts. As we get ready to head to a commercial break, we're going to hear from Mr. Kibo Davis as he talks about being inducted into the ICC Athletic Hall of Fame. You'll also hear from my neighbor, Mr. Tom Childs, talking about Kibo back in his playing days as well. So let's go to that now here on the ICC Hour.
And then in the second semester, I came in Copper Dudley, and he gave me a scholarship. And that way I got to play in the next year. And the semester, I still had 1 semester to go, right. So I got to play 2 years.
In the first game of the season against Gulf Coast, played on their home field down at Perkiston, a long way from Etowah County. Kibo had an outstanding game, set the tone for what he was going to be doing the rest of the year.
Well, we went to Gulf Coast, and I run a punt back.
76 yards for a touchdown, and caught a pass reception, broke numerous tackles, and ran 60 yards for a touchdown.
We had a heck of an offense. You know, Gann was a good quarterback, and John Willis was a good split end.
Kebo Davis came in his first year at IJC. We had 40 freshmen, 5 sophomores, and Kebo came in to play offensive halfback and punt returner for the team.
I was just a utility man. I could catch it or run it, you know, not good, but a little bit.
As the season went on, he had more and more outstanding games. He averaged over 100 yards in total combined pass receptions and rushing attempts for the year.
He's the one put the offense in. If we hadn't had him, we wouldn't have had the team we had. Because he knew offense and Dudley Miller knew defense. And we scored, 74 points one ball game.
As I understand, it still remains a record for the most points ever scored by an IJC football or ICC football team.
Northeast, they didn't stand a chance. You know, Coach Miller, we went on the field. Coach Miller looked at it and he said, I don't hear a word. You know, usually you won't pump it up, you know. And we went out there and we didn't say a word. And every time we got the ball, we scored.
In that game, Kebo accounted for 100 and over 100 yards in combined rushing and passing receptions. He also had over 100 yards in punt returns and kickoff returns. Most of the teams learned pretty quickly to kick the ball away from Kebo, that if they kicked it to Kebo, he was going to move the ball up the field very, very quickly.
The wall was here, and I remember that one touchdown that I made. The wall was there, right there, and the side and the out of bounds was right there. And I stood right there and caught a pass. And for a touchdown, that was one of the most memorable ones I made.
Remember so well observing him in practice and how hard he worked in practice to prepare himself for the game day. I remember how attentive he was in the sessions we would have. I would call the offense into my classroom when I was teaching and coaching here, and we would go over in-depth strategy for the coming week's game. He was always prompt in attendance, and he was always very attentive and listened very carefully, and you could tell he was intent on doing the best he could to help make ICC successful on game day.
We all had a good time. I tell you what, we had a bunch of fellas that was buddies, you know, and that's what made us play good. I think we played together as a team.
He was well liked by all of his students. He was not only well liked, he was highly respected by all of the students, and that's because of the way he conducted himself on and off the football field. He was selected as a class favorite, just well thought of by the faculty, by the students, by the coaches. I am so thrilled that Kebo was selected to the Athletic Hall of Fame. I think he is very, very deserving. He's a great athlete, but he's also a great person.
It means everything, you know. I never really expected it, but it's just, I just really appreciate everything they did and said, because I know I couldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renasant Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renasant Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Hey, Pam! What's that?
New slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. What's that?
I spent a butter hump.
An unexpected combination, just $6.
Acres away!
Pizza, pizza. Introducing Slices and Sticks. 4 slices of pepperoni pizza together with 8 Italian cheese sticks. A combination as unexpected as the Saxa telephone.
Hey, Mom.
New Slices and Sticks, just $6. Pizza, pizza.
Let's give him a Renasant replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renasant Rewards Extra Checking today.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renasant replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renasant Rewards Extra Checking app.
Registration for the spring semester is now open and classes are filling up fast at Itawamba Community College. Named the #1 community college in the state for the second straight year by Wallet Hub, ICC offers 5 different class options with locations in Fulton, Tupelo, and Belden that will help save you time and money while preparing you for the future. Email one of our friendly advisors at eadvisor@iccms.edu or call 862-8000 to sign up for classes today. Itawamba Community College. The best start here. And that's going to do it for this week's ICC Hour presented by Renasant Bank. Be sure to visit renasantbank.com to learn more about the bank that understands you. That's Renasant Bank. Now, if you miss any of today's show, it'll be available on YouTube in about 10 minutes. All you got to do is simply search the ICC Hour to check out this week or previous week's shows as well. As we close today's show, we want to extend our thoughts and prayers to ICC President Dr. Jay Allen, his wife Belinda Allen, their kids Emma Grace, Molly Ann, and the rest of their family in the news of the passing of Dr. Allen's mother Stella this past weekend. She was 79.